Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Moyo and this is Afrohemian, where I share my creative side, which is mostly focused on sewing for now. I know it's been a minute and I haven't come to you with my monthlies, which is, the previous month's makes and the current month's plans. So in this case, that would be September makes and October plans. That's because the only thing I actually did successfully make in the month of September was the pinafore dress that I made for So Nostalgia. And if you haven't seen that, I made an entire video about the process and I'll have that linked in the description so that you can watch. The other things that I attempted to make in this month of September wasn't as successful, and I did plan to make a September fails video, but before I could get a chance to, I had already put most of the things I made in either the trash or in the donate box already. So unfortunately, I don't have those to show you because I wasn't really feeling up to making a video. That would have been actually something fun to share. But anyways, that's by the way. We are in the middle of October. Actually, we're more towards the end of October at this point because the day that I am filming is the 20th of October. And I have made a few things this month already. And that's because I was more trying to get a feel for what my vibe wants to be in this autumn/winter months. Now, typically, I lose a lot of sewing motivation during the winter months. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the weather. To be honest, I can't tell you. But I tend to not be as inspired during these months. But I want that to be a little bit different this year, and I want to try and push myself to make, a couple of interesting things. I have already done the seasonal wardrobe switch, which is taking out things from the summer, putting that into storage, and taking out the things from winter/autumn and putting that into the wardrobe. And of course, I have a couple of gaps, and that's because I don't really do a lot of sewing specifically for the winter months. And I want to try and make something. And I'm going to make this another project that I'm knocking off my Make9 list, which is being inspired by the word comfort. So this is so comfort. Now, unlike the other makes where it has been just one make that makes up, it has been just one outfit that makes up the the theme for the word. I think I'm going to be making a couple of outfits for the word comfort. And I think that's also because not one thing. I don't really want to just do one thing for comfort. So I have gone through my stash and I have picked out a couple of fabrics that are number one, weather appropriate, and number two, comfortable. And I will be making a couple of things from them. I don't necessarily have any styles locked down. The one thing I definitely know that I want to do is I want to make cords, so like a so coordinating sets. Um, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to mix and match them. That's not necessarily the intention. I'm just making a couple of cord sets out of really nice fabrics that I have in my stash or cozy fabrics I have in my stash and making them like really simple. A couple of things that I have already made in the month of October are joggers. For some reason, I've gotten into joggers. There was a time where I was really into it a couple of years ago. I think maybe 6, 7 years ago now. No, actually, I think it's longer than that. Where I loved joggers, and I'm kind of getting back into the jogger groove. So I think for all the cord sets, they would all be trouser cord sets, and I'll be making two styles of trousers. So I'll be making joggers and also wide leg pants, all with elasticated waistbands because again, it is so comfort. So the plan is for them to be comfortable. And then I'm going to be just alternating the different styles of tops that I'll be making. That's one thing I definitely lack in my wardrobe. It's tops, definitely for the cold weather. So hopefully, with making these cord sets or the cord sets that I have in mind, I would have some tops in my wardrobe that I can wear on some jeans or other trousers as well as the trousers I make for the cord set. That's a lot of preamble. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the fabric. So the first one I picked out is this velvet. Actually, is it called the? I think it's called the velvet. It's a velvet fabric, velvety fabric. and it has a little bit of stretch. I got this a couple of years ago in a couple of colorways, and I've used them for different projects, a couple of dresses, a pair of trousers, and I don't know. I kind of hate and love this fabric at the same time. Like it's actually quite easy to sew. But I don't know. There's just something about it that I like and I also don't like so much. But I think I want to make wide leg trousers, wide leg pants out of these with a really nice top. So I have this in a couple of colorways, and I've kind of used up a lot of the colors I had in my stash. I think I had a brown, I had gray, like a different shade of brown. I had gray. I've had wine or burgundy. But for this project, I think I have two colorways in 3 meter, at least 3 meter or more lengths. So the first one is this lovely brown. I got this one from yesfabrics.eu. It's also sold on Dress Stuffing. I think that was the first place I got this fabric type, but I don't know if they still have it on there, but I will link this in the description below. So the first one is this brown colorway. I also have it in a teal colorway, which is this one. It's kind of the same kind of fabric but different color. So probably most likely wide leg pants as well. I have tried to make this in a jogger style and I wasn't really happy with it. In fact, I'm wearing them right now. I will maybe put up a picture or a video just to show you what the jogger style looks like on me, which is why I'm thinking the wide leg might be a better style for the fabric type. Next up, I have this jersey lycra. I got this from Dress Stuffing. I have this in two colorways as well. That's this wine or this burgundy and a teal colorway, but I picked the burgundy. Again, I'm going to be making some wide leg trousers and a top out of this as well. The next fabric I have is a black velvet. Now, this black velvet fabric I got from yesfabrics.eu, and I had bought this for a project last year. I think I have a video up for that project as well. It was a party outfit that I made, and I ended up making a jumpsuit, and I have quite a lot of this fabric left over. And initially, I was going to make some joggers because the first pair of joggers I ever made were from velvet, and I really loved the way that looked. But I'm kind of tempted to make wide leg pants out of this. But I would see how much I have. I have quite a bit of it, and I might actually decide to make both. So instead of making this into a coord set, I will just make two pairs of pants out of this. So one joggers and one white leg if I do have enough. And that is this velvet. I really love the texture of this velvet. It's really great quality, very smooth, and also has a bit of stretch to it. And that's the plan for this one. The next group of fabrics are some ponte knits that I have in my stash. I bought a couple of ponte knits last year when I was trying to experiment with sewing knit fabrics because I'm very used to sewing um, woven fabrics. And so far, I don't know. I don't think I have gotten the hang of ponte knits. They are a very stable knit, and I would definitely recommend it for someone who hasn't tried sewing with knits before. If you're just getting into it, it's not problematic. It's easy to cut, and it's very easy to sew. Like it sews really easily. For some reason, I just haven't found the right style that pairs well with ponte knits for me. And I have tried a couple, but I'm hoping that maybe this might work out. So the first one I have is a black ponte knit, so nothing special about it. It's just a black ponte knit, and again, I will be making a cord set out of this, but this would most likely be in the jogger style rather than wide leg pants. So I think that's the plan for most of the ponte knits I have. I will be making them into jogger style trousers. The next color I have is this orange. That's it's more of like a muted orange color. I think this was called terracotta on the website, and I got this from Royal Fabrics. I would also link them in the description box below. And that's this one, definitely joggers. And the final one, I have a couple more colors in my stash, but I just wanted to start with these three and see how I feel. And if they work out, then I can pull out all the others I have and use them as well. I have this brown pontinate fabric. I love the color. I wish it was a bit darker and richer, but I think it's good enough. I feel like this blends blends in with my skin tone, but we'll see how this works out by the time I make it into something. And this again would most likely be joggers and a top. So those are all the fabrics that I have planned for So Cozy. I think in total I have about 7 fabrics. And yeah, I know I don't have a lot of time left in the month of October, and I'm not trying to finish this in the month of October. I'm just putting this up as a project. And since I'm starting it in the month of October, it is definitely going to be part of my October plans, but I do not necessarily expect to finish it this month. Also because I want to take my time. I don't want to rush through. And but yeah, that's what I have so far. So what are you making for the autumn, winter, colder months? I'm really, really curious to see. Please share what your plans are. And if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.